ODHIAMBO, and joining me on Panditry is our sports editor and sports reporter Elvis. Karibu sana, my brother.
Thank you so much, Bill. I'm very excited to be here with you today because this is a very good cold morning but beautiful day as well, because we are really waiting, because now the EPL is coming back soon next week, and we'll have a guest coming to join us later in the segment.
Right.
And for us, please continue, viewers supporting and following us through our social media platform. We have different things to discuss today, from the local to to the international sports, like people insulting Chelsea, people insulting Arsenal. All those, we're going to discuss them today. Please don't worry. Let's continue with the segment. And also, viewers, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. We have our communications contact running below the screens as well, and for WhatsApp and SMSs. So let's continue, and thank you for staying tuned.
All right, thank you so much for that, Elvis. My son was represented this afternoon are Gideon Maina and Tobias Omondi. Just the way Elvis amesema, catch up with us through our socials. Remember 0219803884 is our SMS and WhatsApp line. Now, we have a lot to talk about this weekend. Kama kawaida, the National 7th Circuit Rugby imerudi. And this time around, the third leg is happening at Nakuru. That is the Prince Louis Sevens. We're going to talk about that kidogo. Then also, Arsenal and Manchester City fans, tomorrow they have to square it out once again at the FA Community Shield that is happening at Wembley Grounds, kicking off at 6 p.m. Then kidogo, we're going to take a look at the transfer market, the transfer business. Teams are getting stronger. Big names are coming in, others are going out. But then again, kumbuka to catch up with us, to ambie sending your opinions as far as today's insights and topics are concerned. Now, Elvis pia amesema we're having a guest, yes, kidogo hajawasili bado, lakini when he joins us we'll be talking about more that is football matters. But then again, nataka tuanze with rugby kidogo. Now, of course, the National 7th Circuit kicked off some time back. The first leg happened at Kisumu, that is the Dallas Sevens, where KCB claimed the title. Then it moved to Mombasa for the Driftwood Sevens, and right now we are at the Prince Louis Sevens. That is after the slight break that that happened, where we had the World Under-20 Rugby Championship taking place at Nyayo National Stadium. But then again, action has already resumed today morning with teams locking horns, literally. And with you, Elvis, I don't know when I support Nani, but then again, this time whenever Prince Louis 7 happens, action you anticipate for a lot of action. Are you team KCB? Are you team Cabra Sugar Walk, who won at Driftwood?
I've told you many times I'm
yes.
out KBC.
So this time round, yeah, what should we expect as far as the tournament is concerned?
Okay, thank you, Bill. Now, what I have to say is that I'm a big supporter of KCB, because KCB, compared to other teams, we can say we are more committed to this competition than other teams. Our cooperation as well with our players, even our coach himself, who, as we all know, is a very good expert. He knows the tactical positioning of rugby.
Right.
And rugby and football, these are different tournaments. Their positionings and manning are different.
Right.
But also, now the first leg that happened in Kisumu, that's the Dallas Sevens, there were the different tournaments that we had. KCB was faster than all the other players. I think we can compare it to only Cabra Sugar and Nakuru.
Menengai Oilers.
Yeah, and Menengai Oilers. Those four teams, they were very strong, but KCB, I think, understood their positionings well. And also the Oilers in that tournament, Dallas 7, they lost in Kisumu.
Right.
Nakuru, I can't remember clearly, but then we moved to the second leg. That is, which was fire, which was, really interesting compared to the first leg. But now the third leg, I'm anticipating that it's going to be even better than the previous two legs. Because KCB right now have been really training, and the experience that they have international players as well there. And they've picked, players from different counties as well to represent the team there. And I think that
Impala, yes.
Yeah, where they're always training in the Impala grounds. That's on Ngong, and I think this gives them a better edge than compared to the others. And I know they're not worried in this circuit. I'm sure they're going to come up on top because their confidence is second to none. They have a positive attitude, and the pride that comes with the name of KCB makes them, without worries. And I think this is why they must win, because the coach knows, he understands the competitors are as strong as well, but he knows how to, take advantage. And I see Nakuru possibly will have a lot of improvement, but I don't think it will be to the level of KCB, because KCB's experience, like I said before, comes, second to none, and that's, I can assure you. Let's wait, and then on Monday during the next show, we'll confirm what I've just said.
All right, of course, definitely Tuliona at Dallas 7, just the way you said. After winning, they got past Cabra's Sugar, winning 17-5. Of course, we saw that they have that dominance. But then again, pale drifted kidogo. Cabra's Sugar did the thing, and wakaweza kushinda this time, and that time round they got past Menengai Oilers, beating them 10-7. And also, they sort of have. Because Niliona, they have boosted their squad, and we are going to let's take a listen to what the coach, Andrew Amonde will be saying. But then again, they boosted their squad, so they are definitely a force to reckon with. But what about current national champions, Menengai Oilers? Tuliona kidogo pale District 7 walikazana. Don't you think they can be a proper threat this time round?
So I think for the Oilers, I think what they are maybe missing is the confidence.
Right.
They shouldn't, be giving up, because KCB, I was discussing with some friends of mine,
right,
how they are experiencing the league right now. But KCB, previously we've seen them, lose in the Mombasa circuit, and I think what has helped them improve more is the coach training and talking to the players. But for the Oilers, yes, they have good players, but I don't think their confidence is at the level that it needs to be,
right,
as compared to KCB. Because right now KCB, I think maybe they can borrow a leaf from KCB so that the players can get rid of the negative attitude, and the negative attitude always comes with demoralizing the players.
Right.
I think it's also important for the coaches to help them impart positive attitude, teach them values like patience, and that will maybe encourage them, because with more practice I think they can improve and become better.
And also, just before we switch to football, some news regarding rugby is the fact that the Kenya Rugby new head coach was announced yesterday. That is former Mwamba RFC coach, Mr. Kelvin Wambua, and the likes of his team included the likes of Andrew Amonde, who has been given the task of leading the fitness department. And it is quite important that the general team, the national rugby team, has familiar faces to rule the club. Remember previously, Wambo is taking over from McGrath, who was at the helm of Kenya Rugby Sevens. But then again, hakushikilia vizuri usukani, and it is kama vile tunaweza kumbuka vizuri, the Shujaas were relegated from the World Rugby Sevens after falling to Canada. They were beaten 21-7, and after that, it caused a massive uproar. Watu hapa hivi nyumbani tuli complain bwana, rugby ni sport yetu, mbona tunafanywa hivyo. But then again now, Wambua, he is going to be deputized by Strathmore Leos coach, that is Louis Kisia. Steve Sewe will be the team manager. Just like I said, the former Shujaa captain and now KCB coach Andrew Amonde will be in charge of strength and conditioning. Then Lamek Bongoko will be in charge of the team physio. That is the whole team now in charge of the Kenya Rugby Shujaa Sevens. Big congratulations goes out to the whole team, and we'll be seeing how they'll be taking over and managing the team as far as the Kenya Rugby National Sevens is concerned. Now let's switch to matters of football, talking about tomorrow's FA Community Shield between Arsenal and Manchester City being played at the Wembley Stadium. Arsenal wamebebeki to mara 16 na Manchester City mara 6. Now, gentlemen, joining me here, we have Mr. Fred Macho, sio?
Yeah, Fred Macho.
Sasa karibu sana ndugu, kwa salama?
Yeah, niko poa kabisa.
Hapo sawa, wewe ni mtu wa Arsenal?
Mimi ni mtu wa Arsenal.
Na kesho dhidi ya Man City mnasema unajitetea ukiwa pande gani?
Si unajua tu kesho tu tunapiga watu. Hiki kikombe ndio kikombe peke yake, kwanza tunaanza nayo warm up.
Warm up.
Ndio tujue ni aje hapo mbele itakuwaje.
All right.
Hii kwanza hata ni yetu.
Ati ligi ndio?
Hii ligi hizi season, hii ligi ni yetu.
Haya basi. Now as we start off, Elvis, I want to know your perspective as far as this important cup is concerned. Vile tumesema Manchester City record 6-time winners, then we have Arsenal 16 times winners in the FA Community Shield. In your own opinion, let me start with you, Elvis. Of course, it is big action is anticipated tomorrow. Wewe uko upande gani? Unaona nani atashinda hii this cup tomorrow, Elvis?
Let me just tell my friend here, Man City must win that game tomorrow. Now, why am I saying this? It's because right now, Man City right now, they are very motivated. They've won a lot of cups. Yes, na ni kweli Man City sahi confidence yao iko juu kabisa. And Arsenal pia hatuwezi deny confidence yao, but Man City attacking prowess ya Man City is higher than that of Arsenal. And I think together we are going to sit tomorrow and then we watch that game. We'll see, because Man City I think is going to have to win that game. Because you see, Haaland before coming to the end of the season, he wasn't so much active with the FA Cup. But right now, I'm sure Arsenal is frightened of Haaland right now that is back, and I'm sure Arsenal will not, Man City will not be able to let Arsenal take this cup home. So I'm sure they're going to press and they're going to win. I know they're only depending on players like Saka, like Nunes.
Nketa, yes.
Yeah, Nketa. But no matter how much the two players try, I don't think Saka is even going to manage. That is for you, Fred. But I think Man City is going to give them 4-0 or maybe 4-2 pass. But
all right. Hapo sawa. Fred, unasikia maneno ndugu. And he's saying that amwezi in short. But then again, tuwakumbushe kwamba Gabriel Jesus yuko. Arsenal kesho unafaa kutegemea nani pale mbele?
Hapo hivyo mbele, kitu ya kwanza unajua ni Keita ako na niko sure atafanya mambo.
Yes.
Hata Elvis mwenyewe ashasema kuwa Saka ako hapo, hata anamtambua. History wanasema ati mambo na Haaland.
Yes.
Haaland hata ajui ball. Kimwangalia kwa. Haaland
anasema go nje.
Huo msajui ball. Yes. Hata ukiangalia, ukitaka ujue Haaland ajui ball, angalia hii game yenye amecheza na qualification.
Yes.
Hata hapo anacheza kitu. So apart ile kitu yenye naweza sema, kama ile kitu naweza wapea psyche kiasi. Ile kidogo tu ni hiyo tu mbio yake. Lakini hiyo mbio yake bado tuko na mtu kama Aves sahi hapo hapo. I'm very sure kesho atacheza. So mimi kwangu kivyangu hapo hivyo ni kikombe ni yetu. Elvis yeye anafaa aongea hata yeye ni historia ya Man U. Hata ni shindo Man City.
Kidogo tu. Wacha nikuulize swali. Hapa ana focus wapi? Si center. Lakini Haaland anacheza side gani? The wing. So sidhani I don't think Havertz can defend Haaland, because Haaland mwenyewe is stronger than Havertz, and I think ku attack ball is faster your defenders that you have.
Right.
So I'm sure Man City is going to be happy, to confuse you, and Man City is going to come out with more goals. Yes, Havertz have focused on, midfield and the wing. Lakini sahi, but right now all of your players sahi wanna focus on, Haaland and lakini Man City, they are not depending on Haaland alone.
Right.
Because they have different, players. All their players right now are, professionals, and the only important thing is for you to, to add your defense. The only thing your defense normally does ni kuvuta watu, mashati na, tackling people and following people. But Man City from behind mpaka mbele wote wako sawa. Jesus sahi, you don't have Jesus. Meaning right now mtaangalia focus sana Saka na Havertz. Rice ako center. Is not the top player. But I think Arsenal, your biggest problem sahi is the defense. Ama unaonaje?
Okay, unanajua,
yes.
Amwezi kuwa mnasema hivyo.
Yes.
Asibu, yani ni Haaland peke yake ndiye anaenda kucheza ball.
Right.
Hatuko na yani ni Saka peke yake. Ujue Arsenal ni timu kubwa.
Yes.
Hiyo ndio kitu Elvis anasahau.
Yes.
Elvis anasahau kuwa Arsenal
ilimaliza number 2. Kwa hivyo
ilimaliza number 2.
Right.
Hivyo ni timu kubwa. So na ukisema unajua hapo hatuendi kutumia ugali. Haaland yako na power ya tuchakataa.
Yes.
Na nguvu ya kukimbia, lakini hapo
ni akili na ndio sasa.
Ni akili.
Na hata nikuulize Fred, umeona mmeleta Rice pale katikati kwa midfield na pia pale mkachukua Timber pale kwa defense. Unaona kocha Mikel Arteta atawatumia vipi kesho kupanga squad yake hapo hivyo in terms of, unaona wataanzishwa ama unaona pale nyuma unaona Gabriel na Timber watacheza defense ama unaona watacheza wapi exactly?
Unajua kitu ya kwanza Arteta is a professional.
Right.
Hiyo ni ninao tukubaliane.
Yes.
So mimi ninaamini Arteta na kitu yote yenye atapanga kesho, lakini ningefurahia sana angechezesha Jochinyo. Jochinyo namuona ni kama ni mauzo sana. Jochinyo amekuwa mauzo. So simuamini.
So asianze na Jochinyo. Aanzishe Rice.
Aanzishe Rice. Kwanza Rice tunaona sasa pesa yetu ndio tuone hata inafanya kazi.
Inafanya kazi.
Ndio tunataka tuone hiyo ndio yetu inafanya kazi.
Right. Now of course it is a tough test for both side. Kumbuka ligi ndio inataka kuanza, so lazima ni pressure pia kivyake. Kesho for these new players when wanakuja the likes of Rice, itakuwa mara yake ya kwanza kuchezea Arsenal in a big competition like community shield. Pia Timber pale kutoka kwa nyingine tofauti, ligi nyingine tofauti kukuja hapa EPL. Of course he's expecting a lot of pressure, a lot of eyes on him to deliver. But then again, for those who may not understand why we are having Manchester City and Arsenal are playing for the Community Shield tomorrow. Essentially, for you to qualify, for you to play for the Community Shield, lazima one ukuwe umeshinda EPL, you must have won the EPL and as well as the FA Cup. Now Manchester City waliweza they won the treble last season. They took the FA Cup, the Premier League, as well as the Champions League. So it rests upon the number 2, mwenye alimaliza number 2 in the EPL now to face off with Manchester City, that is Arsenal. Na ndio maana tunasema umesema ni timu kubwa.
Unajua hapo ndo unasahau kusema.
Yes.
Sema the best 2 are going to play kesho. Tukiongea mtu kama Man U, watu wa Man U sijui hata wako namba ngapi. And by the watu wa Man U mko namba? Hiyo ndio kitu cha kwanza nataka kuuliza.
Right.
Second, kitu kingine umeniuliza ati Rice ni wageni. Unajua actually hata naweza sema Man City walikuwa wanatupiga juu walikuwa wametujua wings zetu. Sasa hii tuko na wachezaji kama 3 wenye ni wapi. So hata huyo Haaland bado hajawazoea sana. So niko sure kesho siwezi predict ati game hii tunaweza pigwa. Mimi niko sure hiyo kikombe tunaenda nao kesho.
Hapo sawa. Elvis, let me ask you this, Of course this is a case of master versus apprentice where unajua tuko na Pep Guardiola alikuwa pale na Mikel Arteta kitambo, you know, Mikel Arteta anajua the seriousness that Pep approaches the game with, tactical wise. How should Man City line up, you know, and how should they you know, prepare themselves really well for you know, for Arsenal, because just like Manfredi hapa anasema, yes, hatuwezi puuza the fact that Arsenal are number 2. They walimaliza number 2, yes. So they bring that, you know, to a particular tunasema pia Kaiseri. Unajua, they are a tough team to face. How should Manchester City line up in your perspective, Elvis?
Asante. Lazima ni congratulate Arsenal, lakini kwa kiasi chake. It was bad luck for us Manchester United, because ref aliwa favor hiyo game. Nikam ni brave ref, says but I believe mnapewa off alafu mnatupiga 3-2, hiyo sikubaliana. But nafikiria in the next league, the first and second time Manchester tunaenda kuwapiga, lakini tuweke hiyo kando kwa kesho naamini Manchester City in Pep asha study game ya Arteta, and Arteta pia hatuwezi kataa, anajua Pep vizuri, lakini quality yake, level yake experience na Pep, you cannot compare the two, because the coach Pep knows which players to put in order to counter, you know, right, Arteta's side,
right,
and we know Pep is kind of like the professor of, you know, Arteta,
right,
and you know, you can never be bigger than your teacher. Also, I think Mikel Arteta is at 50%, Pep at 100%, because his quality right now you cannot compare. In tactical positioning, I think he's mastered the art of, you know, positioning. Arteta, he has a good center, but then he already removed. He always does substitution in between the games, and I think this, you know, confuses the players in between the game.
Manchester City suffering in the hands of Liverpool. Kumbuka Man City last time walikuwa kwa hii Community Shield tena, lakini sasa Liverpool iliwanyang'anya nyama kwa mdomo hivi na wakaenda nayo katasi of Darwin Nunes. Tulikuwa na Van Dijk pia, I think alifunga, pia na anaitwa aje, I mean, but then again walishinda 3-1, yes. Na this time Manfredi nataka nikuulizeni aje, kama Arsenal nini kama Arsenal, unaona how should you work best to, you know, to to make sure Manchester City hajaweza kufunga. Kumbuka of course threat venye umesema, vilikuwa tunaongea hapo awali, you know, yes wako na Haaland, but generally tunajua pia kuna ile masterclass ya control game. Players wao ni hatari, na tukiona vile last season ilikwenda kuisha, the likes of John Stones pale katikati akiweza kupenya kama midfield, unajua ni kama football, ni kama tactical ability yao kidogo umebadilisha. Arsenal wanawezaje ku make sure Man City pale hawezi kushinda?
Ajua kitu ya kwanza cha niseme, makosa inahesabiwa ni makosa sasa, ile time umerudia.
Ndio hiyo sasa.
Tushacheza na Man City ni mara ya 3 tunaenda kucheza.
Ndio hiyo sasa.
So I'm very sure saa hizi Arsenal washajua, yani ni Man City ni watu wa kujituma. So hata si I'm very sure tukifika hapo we are targeting that cup, na tunataka kuanza, si nimekwambia ni warm up. So lazima tubebe hii kikombe, so that kuburufu yani akina Elvis hapa wao wako chini. So mimi niko sure hiyo venye unajua nyinyi, yani mnaamini kuwa yani Man City they are so profession ndani ya team.
Yes.
Pana ile tu ni ile tu saiki yao na kujituma. Lakini kama ni mambo ya profession, wachezaji wote ni profession. Yes. Hata watu wa Man U vile series yani ni vile yani si timu yangu lakini wote ni profession. Unajua ni kama sasa hivi unaweza sema timu kama Fulham. Si hata hiyo kwa ligi. Na timu iko chini, hata watu hawahesabiki. So sisi wote tuko hapo, yani ni competition, na niko sure hii game ya leo wachezaji wetu washa run story na Man City.
Right.
Hawatatupea shame kama ile yenye tulipewa.
Hapo sawa.
Yeah.
Hapo sawa. Now ladies and gentlemen, of course the action is tomorrow at Wembley Stadium at 6 p.m. Kumbuka Arsenal versus Manchester City. Who will win the coveted FA Cup Community Shield? Arsenal have won it 16 times. Up hivi Manchester City on the hand, they have won it 6 times. Well, they have a chance to, double, to change history tomorrow. But then again, let us know your opinion as far as that is concerned. Now, wadau nataka before tufunge, nataka tuchambue hii transfer business, transfer market venye kunaenda. Of course, it is sometime next month, before the 1st of September. But then again, as we continue, the likes of Manchester United, as we speak, actually, they are playing friendly against Lens, and they have unveiled their new striker, that is Rasmus Højlund. Na nataka tuongele the impact of these different signings that they've had. Arsenal pale mmechukua Kai Havertz, mmechukua Timber pale, mmeleta Rice hapo katikati. Manchester City now yesterday also confirmed Vardiol from Leipzig. He's a big defender. It's also a big signing for on their side as well. Tukiangalia hao top 4, these are teams that have gone active in the market. Newcastle pia pale wameleta new players, pia wameweza kuwa hatari. Tumeona wamechukua Barnes from Leicester. Harvey Barnes pale amekuja ku strengthen the squad. Na tuanze na Man City in terms of the new signings. Pale hivyo nyuma wako na the new signing Vardiol. Unaonaje Manfredi pale hivyo nyuma? Ataanzaje kuja kusaidia? Kumbuka tayari wako na Stones, tayari wako na wako na Kanji pale nyuma. Vardiol naye kuongeza his experience. Unaona ataanzaje kusaidia hiyo team next hii season na kuendelea mbele?
Unajua ukiangalia Guardiola yenyewe, ukimwangalia yani si mtu wa kubabaika. Ukiona amepoint mtu ni mtu wa
sure bet.
Yeah. So huyo msee I'm very sure unajua tena na Guardiola naye akikupea chance usipoba form unajua tutaenda. So I'm very sure huyo msee before asainiwe alikuwa yani anajua mahali anaenda. So I'm very sure
it's a good signing.
Yeah, it's a good signing.
Aya. Pale Elvis, Manchester City, Manchester United pale wameunveil Rasmus Højlund. What kind of player are we, is United getting generally? Of course, kuna number 9 pale Martial, but then again amekuwa is injury prone. Kidogo ako nje, kidogo ako ndani ya uwanja. So kidogo Erik ten Hag clearly he cannot depend on the services of Anthony Martial. Marcus Rashford was very instrumental last season, scoring 30 goals. This time round Rasmus Højlund pale katikati, unadhani atakuja kuleta nini? Something that United did not have. What is your own opinion on that?
Thank you, Bill. I think Man U's squad, I think they want a player who is, who can help ease the burden from Rashford.
Right.
Because last season to depend sana on Haaland and other players kama Martial, when you were who has been prone to a lot of injury. And I think that adding Højlund to this fixture is going to help with the, with the center and to create help for Rashford as well. I think Højlund himself was brought in to blend in with the team and to help reduce the burden that was put on Rashford. Right now, I think they want Rashford to be relaxed a little bit. We have Anthony is there.
Garnacho, yes.
Yeah, meaning right now it doesn't have to be all balls and assists going to to Rashford. There's other help. There's Anthony and other players. I think meaning right now the defense, other opponents' defense, right now are going to have a lot of work.
Right.
Defending all these players. Anthony is there.
Garnacho
is there. Anthony, Garnacho, Haaland, and I think with the three all there, it's going to become a flexible,
front
game front for us, yeah. And last season we really tried, Rashford. And I'll call it Chokasana. And I think right now, with the addition of Højlund, we are going to be able to, bring more confusion to opponents, defenders, and because they won't know where the ball is going to, come from. And I think they are now supposed to the only thing they need to do is work together, not focus on the famous players that we know or who have more fame. But I'm very happy because of Højlund, because he has a lot of experience. Sometimes we've had challenges with Martial, with the injuries he's had.
Sancho, yes.
Sancho as well, sometimes he's good, sometimes his game is not consistent.
Right.
But I think with Højlund here, with the confidence that he has, I am sure he's going to be a lot of help for us in the forward. So, Martial, the likes of Martial, Sancho, I think being as famous as they are, I think there's a lot of, sometimes there's pride and they always want to pass only to themselves and always focusing only on Rashford.
Right.
But with the addition of Højlund, I'm thanking the team, because right now all our stress will be solved. I think Højlund must beat teams like Arsenal. I think they're going to face his they're going to face his quality against teams like Arsenal.
All right. Pande ingine ni Chelsea wamechukua goalkeeper mpya Robert Sanchez ule wa Brighton. Amekuja ameungana na kikosi ya Chelsea. Of course coming in to replace Mendy ameenda Saudi Arabia. Part of he was part of the group imechukuliwa na watu wa Saudi Arabia. Now Robert Sanchez unadhani ataweza kutoa, kumbuka kuna Kepa Arrizabalaga pia pale kama goalkeeper wao wengine, lakini pia ameishi pale kukua as the number 1. Mendy alikuja ameshindwa kumtoa, lakini unadhani Sanchez akikuja ataweza kukua? Is he a good signing for Chelsea as far as being a goalkeeper is concerned?
Unajua Kenya ninaweza sema unajua mtu kama Mendy alikuja na alikuja akiwa mpoa.
Yes.
Lakini hawa sasa ukiwa na madivenda na wenye hawezi kuwa wanachunga team,
wanakufanya unakuwa
anafanya unakuwa ni kama watu wa Man U. Hata tena nikarudi side ya Man U. Ni kama watu wa Man U walinunua kipa mzuri.
Yes.
Lakini hawa madivenda wanaacha kipa anafungwa mpaka bao ya ujinga bana. Uliona kama hii juzi bao mtu anarusha tu ball inaanguka kwa box. Kipa so ile kitu naweza sema huu kipa yenye Chelsea wamenunua atawasaidia. Kulingana na vile unanajua sasa akitoka huko unajua nini alikuwa kipa wa maana kutoka hiyo Brighton. So tena akichezea timu kubwa I'm very sure atajituma. So atashaingia timu kubwa.
Hapo sawa. Alafu hii situation yote ya Kane unaona aje? Bayern Munich they have submitted their final bid for Harry Kane because umeona ni kama pia wamekawia sana. Tottenham wataki kumwachilia. Unaona should Kane abaki Tottenham ama aende Bayern Munich aweze at least aweze kushinda vitu, unaonaje?
Unajua Kane bado Tottenham ni home. Mimi naona Kane akitoka England anaweza kosa kushine.
Ata flop.
So abakie tu hapo. Hiyo ndio advice inaweza pea Kane. Kama anaweza sikia abaki tu hapo. Abaki hapo.
Elvis, what do you think? Do you think Tottenham should let Kane go ama Bayern Munich Bayern Munich waweze ku maintain with the players they have?
Wacha nikwambie ukweli. Yes, you say the truth that Kane is England is home to Kane. And right now you see he's very expensive right now because I think the board is really favoring him. That's why they put the price so high ili mtu asiweze
kufikia
kumnunua. Because England, the UK, that is home Europe. I think moving from Apple pia might be a challenge, and I think that's why he might be able to stay. But I think hata kama kusonga kwingine nadhani anaweza perform bado. But right now we are waiting on the deadline. Ikifika we'll know, if maybe it's the family that is keeping him bado Tottenham hatujui ni nini. But Europe akona a lot of support, many friends, he's grown up in Europe as well.